vollständig automatisiert. So zum Beispiel der Triebwerkstart wird durch sehr einfache Bedienung ermöglicht.
Ja, der Wind frischt auf.
Du hast ja wohl zuvor noch mit der Wetterberatung gesprochen hier in Zeltweg. Wir haben diesen Schauer da im Nordwesten. Der ist am Wetterradar auch sichtbar.
Usually we take off with two sections, 5 aircraft each section, but due to the strong wind today and the weather that is a bit changing, we have to change and take off in this special procedure. That means one aircraft after the other, and so you have the opportunity to see the rejoining of all the formation on the left of the field of Zeltweg. Actually, that's the most difficult part in the show, because in the air you cannot use brakes like we have in cars. So to rejoin, you have to calculate differences between your aircraft and the aircraft that is in front of you. If we were in a car, the difficulty is the same, like when we drive a bit fast and we have to stop our car, and we have to calculate the moment where to put the neutral gear, and without using the brakes, we need to stop at the same moment. And now that they are on our back, we start with the in. Our hymn with a yes, and on top of the maneuver, the Frecce Tricolori pilots are looking at you in inverted flight, 1,500 meters over our head. But they are still flying on the left, all together with the main formation of the Frecce Tricolori, and it's time now to recognize the most important pilots in the team. So don't miss the leader of the Frecce Tricolori, tail number 1, he is Major Jans Lange. But not just look at the back of him. In the middle of all the formation, surrounded by other 9 aircraft, there is the leader of the second section, that is Captain Marco Zoppitelli. He is responsible of all the crosses that you will see during the flight of the Frecce Tricolori. And just behind all the team, you can meet the solo pilot of the Frecce Tricolori, that is Captain Fabio Capiodano. Da vorne sind die 9 Flugzeuge und der Solist, der ihnen folgt. Die Piloten der Frecce Tricolori gehören der italienischen Luftwaffe. All the pilots of the Frecce Tricolori are pilots of the Italian Air Force. The solist is leaving the main formation, and now we have 2 sections. One on the left, 5 aircraft is the leader section. The second one is on the right, 4 aircraft. His leader is Marco Zoppitelli. Prepare for the first cross of the Frecce Tricolori. Take your camera. Verpassen Sie bitte nicht die Gelegenheit, ein Foto davon zu machen. Foto! Yes! That's the photo of the Frecce Tricolori for the first cross of the team. And now they fly inverted position. On the right you have the leader section, 5 aircraft. While on the left, look at the second section. They are rolling in the sky for the half Cuban 8 on top of the maneuver. Now rolling all together and changing again the formation for rejoining with their leader and leave the field free for the solo of the Frecce Tricolori. Wollen Sie das Flugzeug der Frecce Tricolori sehen? Schauen Sie nach links. Von dort kommt der Solist, der es Ihnen von allen Seiten zeigen wird. This is a 4-point roll on your left hand side. 1. Inverted flight now, just in front of you, and tight to the left for the Frecce Tricolori solo pilot, leaving the field free for the main formation. So the role of the solo pilot is a role along the longitudinal axis of the plane. Let's try to make it difficult. Look on your right and find the main formation. 9 aircraft performing a barrel roll in the sky. So just imagine a giant cylinder on the sky of Zeltweg and fly inside the cylinder with the Frecce Tricolori pilots. They are coming on the right. White smoke for their 9 aircraft formation. Diamond formation for the Frecce Tricolori, going up and roll. Top of the maneuver, 750 meters on over our head. They fly on the left of the runway. On the right, the solista is coming for an inverted flight and a roll. Inverted flight, camera, photo, loss! And again inverted, the solist of the Frecce Tricolori pull up in the sky, leaving the field free for the main formation that is coming from the left. This time is a nice picture of the Frecce Tricolori with the colored smoke. Sie sind zu 9, Sie kommen von links. Das ist Ihre Stimme. And that's the voice of the leader, Major Jan Slangen. In the sky, the Frecce Tricolori main formation is divided into 2 sections. We have the second section higher than the leader. With this little rule, they can have a higher 8, so higher energy, higher speed, faster rejoining, because the solista is on your left hand side and he is ready to perform a 5 roll on the 3 kilometers of the runway of Zeltweg. So don't miss. On the left, solo of the Frecce Tricolori coming for the 5 roll. This is the second one at the center of the show. 3 and again 4. One more on the left now. Nice, time for a new maneuver on the flight program of the Frecce Tricolori. You don't have to look low level. They are just over the mountains at your 12 o'clock. So just in front of you, on top of the sky of Zeltweg, ready to design in the sky the shape of the heart, of the Italian heart of the Frecce Tricolori. Da vorne sind die 9 Flugzeuge. Wir haben Österreich besucht und es hat uns sehr gut gefallen. Eine unserer Piloten liebt eine österreichische Frau. So we have visited Austria, we found it very nice and we want to give them our heart. Deshalb möchten wir Ihnen unser Herz schenken. Hier ist es, Frecce Tricolori, hart. Rechts, der Solist. Holen Sie bitte Ihre Kameras raus und verpassen Sie nicht das erste Crossover der italienischen Kunstflugstaffel. Don't miss the cross of the 9 aircraft of the Frecce Tricolori coming on your left, 5 aircraft, while on the right the 4 aircraft formation. Our flag on the field of Zeltweg. It's not finished yet. We are still in the middle of the flight program of the Frecce Tricolori. 9 aircraft leaving the field on the right, 1 aircraft is the Solista coming from the left. We start with a very technical maneuver. This is a 360 degrees tight turn on the left. 7.5 Gs for the solo of the Frecce Tricolori. Rolling now. All the maneuver is all inside the airfield of Zeltweg. And it's not finished yet. Look at him at the end of the maneuver, rolling again, inverted flying, pull up. Up again for the solist of the Frecce Tricolori on top of the field, while on your right hand side the main formation is coming. Look at the 2 external wingmen of the diamond formation of the Frecce Tricolori. They are rolling with the white smoke, symmetrically flying back of the second section now. With this maneuver we change the shape of the Frecce Tricolori main formation. We performed the beginning of the maneuver in a diamond formation. Now you can recognize in the sky a good symbol of Italy and of our region, Friuli Venezia Giulia. Just look at them now. You can recognize the symbol of the wine, a good glass of Italian wine. Main formation on the left, Solista coming from your right. And performing a slow roll. Very technical maneuver for the number 10 of the Frecce Tricolori with his AirMaki MB339, the name of the Italian jet chosen by the Frecce since 1982. Now on the left, the main formation is flight this kind of jet for a parallel roll in a swan formation, and you can hear the voice of the leader. They go up in the sky. They start rolling on the right. Again the voice of the leader speaking to the pilot. He reduced the power and very quietly he speaks to the pilot, giving information during the maneuver. There are no electronical instruments inside the plane to allow the pilots to fly so close together. They are on the right. The solista is coming from the left. This is a tight Snyder turn. Links da solista. An inverted Snyder turn, minus 3.5 Gs for the solo of the Frecce Tricolori that is now leaving the field free. But look at the main formation on top of the mountains just in front of us. That's the maneuver that I prefer. It will be a very nice picture with the color of Italy flying up in the sky here in Zeltweg. In front of you, Grün, Weiß, Rot. Die italienischen Farben gehen nach oben. Der Name dieser Figur ist Arizona. Hört auf die Stimme des Leaders. So we didn't couldn't hear the voice of the leader, but we can see the solista going up in the sky, dividing the two sections so that they can allow him to pass. Mit dieser Figur möchten wir Ihnen für die Einladung danken. Das ist eine Umarmung von uns. Möchten Sie die Piloten grüßen? Jetzt können die Piloten Sie sehen, fliegen Sie so gut es geht. Rufen Sie bitte so laut Sie können, um Sie zu grüßen. And the solista is just in front of you. This is the tail slide. Stop in the air now and go down. Ora, meine Damen und Herren, Uderinden der Solist der Frecce Tricolori, Captain Fabio Capodanno. This is a special maneuver for the Frecce Tricolori main formation. They are divided. First time in our show that they start their maneuver divided into two sections. You have the second section in front of you, performing a giant target in the sky. And if you look on the left, the main formation will hit the target, the giant target, exactly in the middle. Wenn Sie nach links schauen, sehen Sie etwas Besonderes, das wir Ihnen gerne zeigen möchten. Nur dieses eine Jet und dieser eine Pilot sind in der Lage, diese Figur zu fliegen. Wenn Sie wollen, steigen Sie mit Fabio an Bord, fliegen Sie in den Himmel, lassen Sie das Flugzeug trudeln und machen Sie die Lotsowack. Und jetzt Stille. Silence, please. Now let the solo gain speed thanks to gravity and taking control of his aircraft, rolling again in the sky. Now he stopped his plane right side of the runway of Zeltweg to leave the field free for the main formation coming on your right. Vielen Dank, ladies and gentlemen. Bitte wenden Sie sich jetzt nach rechts. Das ist eines der spektakulärsten Manöver. Es beginnt mit einer doppelten Rolle. Die Flugzeuge wechseln jetzt ihre Position. Die bilden jetzt eine Pyramide und gehen auf eine Höhe von 1500 Meter. They go up in the sky for the most famous figure of the Frecce Tricolori in a pyramid formation. Bei dieser Figur weiß man nicht, wohin man zuerst schauen soll. Von rechts kommt die Solo-Maschine. Über ihnen öffnen sich die 9 Flugzeuge zu La Bomba. La Bomba of the Frecce Tricolori flight over Zeltweg Air Show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, andiamo su.
Nach dem Countdown des Leaders steigen die Flugzeuge wieder, diesmal aber getrennt. You can count the 5 aircraft of the leader section on your left-hand side. Then turn your head on the right. There are other 4 aircraft. You have been surrounded by the Frecce Tricolori. Wenn Sie nach links blicken, sehen Sie 5 italienische Jets. Drehen Sie sich jetzt langsam nach rechts und sitzen 4 weitere Jets. Hände hoch, jetzt sind Sie von der Frecce Tricolori eingeschlossen. Nun werden Sie gleichzeitig alle 9 Flugzeuge vor Ihren Augen kreuzen. That's the heartbreaking cross of the Frecce Tricolori going up in the sky. Now all together, all the 9 aircraft has just rejoined with their leader. You can can follow the leader section on the right already all together, or choose the speed of the second section and look on the left. On top of your head, they are rolling in the sky at the maximum speed, going for the rejoining. Let's hear the sound of the voice of the leader of the second section engine. Faster on the right. That's also because from the right the solista is coming for the next maneuver. Don't take a picture at him now, just wait, let him roll in the sky. Let's wait all together for the picture and take a good picture of the solo now, just in front of you, with the landing gear down, ready to perform a loop after the roll. Here he goes up and roll. With the landing gear down, all the maneuvers are extremely difficult, so the pilot has to be very careful with the commands to fly his aircraft. Möchten Sie wissen, wie nah die Piloten sind? Diese Manöver zeigt es Ihnen. Schauen Sie bitte nach rechts 2 Uhr. Look on your right hand side at your 2 o'clock. Over the mountains you will find the main Frecce Tricolori formation, and you will be able to understand the secret in flight of the team. That means which is the distance between one aircraft and the other. Damen und Herren, this is Frecce Tricolori! Von links nähert sich der Solist. Langsam senkt das Flugzeug ab, fährt das Fahrwerk aus und beginnt mit dem verrückten Flug. That's the crazy flight of the soul of the Frecce Tricolori, Fabio Capodanno. At the end of the maneuver, crazy flight, of course, the only thing that is crazy in this maneuver is the name. It is just a very nice way to show the maneuverability of the aircraft. Now it's time for the main formation from your left-hand side and to hear the voice of a very famous Italian singer. Unfortunately, he disappeared a few years ago, but this is Maestro Luciano Pavarotti. Links die Formation, rechts die Solista. White, red, these are the colors of the Italian flag over our head to say thank you to all the people here in Austria that invited us in Zeltweg. Now we have the opportunity to see the rejoining of the solista on your right hand side with the main formation. And please allow me just a few words in my language before saying hello to everybody. Buongiorno a tutti, a chiunque capisce la mia lingua, grazie per essere qui con noi, grazie a tutti gli amici dei club Frecce Tricolori che dal Friuli, ma non solo, da tutta Italia sono venuti a trovarci. Ci vediamo, ve lo ricordo, domani alla stessa ora per l'ultimo volo qui a Zeltweg delle Frecce Tricolori e ovviamente wir auf Sie morgen in Zeltweg die gleiche Zeit und in Italien, in Lignano Sabbiadoro am 15. August. Vielen Dank und arrivederci.
Grazie Andrea, grande a domani.
Sì.
War wirklich eine wunderbare Vorstellung. Wir sagen grazie an die Frecce Tricolori und das war jetzt fast kitschig zu guter Letzt. Diese Performance wollte sogar noch einmal zu sehen. Da haben wir sie noch einmal im Überflug hier. Die 10 Piloten der Frecce Tricolori, die für einen mehr als stimmungsvollen Ausklang eines wirklich wunderbaren Tages hier in Zeltweg gesorgt haben.
Grillhändel, also ganz ausgezeichnet. Ich sage auch vielen herzlichen Dank an das großartige Publikum und ich kann versprechen, wir waren in der DC6 drinnen, all das wird es morgen zu sehen geben. Also wir haben ein paar Ausflüge schon gemacht im Laufe des heutigen Nachmittags, um auch die einen oder anderen Flugkörper hier von Ihnen präsentieren zu können. In dem Fall die DC6 gibt es morgen von Ihnen zu sehen. All das und vieles mehr im Laufe des morgigen Tages.
Wunderbar, wir freuen uns drauf auf all das, was der liebe Tom morgen dann wieder anstellen wird in der DC6, in diesem wunderbaren Exemplar der Flying Bulls war er drinnen und wird da seine Eindrücke schildern. Roland, herzlichen Dank fürs Mitkommentieren, bist ein großartiger